Like literally living in a mystery documentary. But there's oceans and oceans and oceans and oceans and oceans and oceans of mystery. We gotta start somewhere.
So I was by Elliott Bay in Seattle, and I was just thinking about the complexity of the ocean and how mysterious it is, and we haven't really explored much of it, and it's interesting, because what's really lurking down there?
Hi guys. Sadly, I do not have tea because I already had one today. So I'm gonna pretend I have a imaginary tea mug. So if you have a mug or a cup or whatever, go ahead, cheers. Is this really how I hold my... Yes, this is how I hold my tea mugs. I've been thinking about this topic in particular since I was a kid. The mysteries of life, the mysteries of God, and the existence of things. Like, everything's a mystery. And who knows if it will be history. If we're going to get into like what mystery is, there are many different types of unknowns. What we don't know, what we do know, and what we don't know that we don't know. And it's kind of weird to think that what we don't know that we don't know is the majority of the unknown. It's so weird to think that maybe one day we will discover something that is like completely like outside of our own like present awareness, and it's like, wow, like mind blown. Even our own consciousness being a great mystery, although that is literally how we are able to have an experience and have a reality and have a life, is through our consciousness, which is a great mystery. Isn't that amazing? This is why I love like listening to podcasts. It's so fascinating, like other people's perspectives and diving into the world of what people think life is, and also like the philosophy that people take on in this like ocean of life. I was looking at the word mystery, and I didn't know that the word mystery is related to the word mystic. So the word mystic is to describe a person who seeks by contemplation and self-surrender, or who believes in the spiritual apprehension of truths that are beyond the intellect. Interesting. There's an old definition of the word mystic that is from Greek. It meant to close the eyes or lips. It also means to initiate. I was digging deep into that, how like mystery and mystic like relate to each other. If you were to close your eyes, close your lip, and be like sensory deprived, you would discover a whole world of possibilities and potentialities. Even like whenever I meditate, it feels like new perspectives and like new doors open up to me every time I meditate. This whole world of possibility is like within you, within me, within each of us. I feel like the whole reason for mystery is for deeper exploration, deeper discovery of ourselves. I think 70% of our oceans are unexplored. Some part of me is like, what if we were to discover and explore like most of our oceans? Would it give us the answers to life on other planets? Would it give us answers to other subjects and potentialities?
PSA, if you haven't liked, comment, or subscribed yet, you must do it now.
No. Curiosity is obviously a part of human nature and a part of human impulse. Of course, biologically, we are limited in our own perception. There are aspects of reality that we cannot see with our own eyes. I feel like in actuality, we're just meant to find our own truth, find what makes sense. What makes sense? The senses. When it comes to other senses, like your intuition, your gut, knowingness, sometimes I wonder where that comes from. And that's the mystery. That's the mystery. Like, where did that come from? Truly, we get to define our own truths. We get to define this reality for ourselves. There's so many possibilities within you, so many potentialities that you get to tap into. And I was thinking this, like, everything that we interact with in our life, in our reality, it all started as a thought. What would this reality be without a projected definition, a projected label? Like, our definitions do like kind of cast a spell. Through the definitions and what is defined, there is a filter that is limited in some way by that definition. Will we ever know? Who knows? Who knows? This is why I'm like so into science right now. Nothing wrong with religion, but when it came to religion, it was such a rigid, like structured way to define the origin of our world, of our universe. It's like, okay, yeah, God created it and that's it. No questions, none of that. That's just the truth. As a kid, of course, I was like, how, why, when did it? Of course, I still have like these questions about consciousness, like the purpose. We get to define those truths for ourselves, define our own purpose, even define success and define what fulfillment is. That's the whole purpose, to explore deeper into yourself, discover yourself. Everything we look at is in some way like an aspect of ourselves. I remember I was listening to a podcast this morning and something stood out where, I don't know how to say his name, Federico was like, you are the observer and the observed. And I was like, whoa, that just makes sense. I've felt that sensation before where I observe myself and I'm also the observed. And that's kind of what our dreams are like in a way, for me at least. This is why it's like so important to expand our understanding. I have this goal to like really learn like every religion, every belief system, just to understand human nature in a deeper level. I remember as like a kid, the first memory that like really shook me to my core was the mystery of death. What happens after death? What happened before I was born? Like, death was like such a huge mystery and still is a huge mystery to me. I know some people, they have their own belief systems about what happens after death. Me now, I don't know. I used to be so scared of death as a kid, and being the age of 7, opening my worldview to knowing that death it like exists, like this huge mystery. I'm like, with mystery, sometimes it comes with a fear of the unknown. It's just trying to gain control, trying to get control over something that you really don't have control over. Our senses and our brains, they do filter reality. So, of course, curiosity, it helps us as humans to evolve and make progress. Imagine if everything was like a known fact. Everything, like 100% everything was known. That would be interesting. There would be like no growth, no expansion into that. I feel like that curiosity, it just gives us like the juice to life. Look at how big this world is, how big this universe is. I asked ChatGPT, like, why does mystery exist? Here's what AI said. Mystery exists because reality might not follow strict, predictable rules. It might be fluid, quantum, or multidimensional. Quantum is a part of physics. The first physicist is a philosopher. Of course, because physics is like literally studying and observing our reality and having a better grip on what it could be on the fundamental level. His name is Thales. Apparently, Thales' view that all of nature is based on the existence of a single ultimate substance, which he theorized to be water, and was widely influential among the philosophers of his time. Thales thought the earth floated on water. We gotta start somewhere. We gotta start somewhere. From ancient times to now, look at how much progress we have made. I kind of hate like the truth that trial and error like really is how you make it, how you understand. This is why I feel like there's going to be like revolutions when it comes to health, and medicine will revolutionize. Like there's progress. We literally start somewhere. We all started at zero. Even if the things that we don't know is, we get to make it conscious. We get to progress in that and discovery. It's giving Dora the Explorer. Dora. That was my favorite show as a kid. Can't you tell? And AI also said, maybe mystery isn't something outside of us, but something we are slowly remembering from within. ChatGPT, period. Hats off to the first physicist. Imagine if you were like the first physicist trying to like study all these things. Like, who knows? Gotta start somewhere. Can you imagine being like the first person that saw fire? Bruh. I would think I was like in front of God, actually. The beliefs that people had even a decades ago, like in the 1700s, like we are revolutionizing, honey. We are revolutionizing in our knowingness, in our progress in the midst of an ocean of mystery. Even like the mystery behind divine timing is something that I've been like contemplating. Even though time is literally a man-made construct, a human-made construct for us to be organized and have order. The whens, the hows, the wheres. We obviously are conscious of things out of our control. The most powerful person would know what's within their control. Of course, when you know what's within your control, you're not focused on what's without your control. When it came to my own journey with divine timing, I'm still like impatient with stuff. So impatient. It's still a journey for me to let go, let things out of my control, and be within my own control. Everything that we know, we could say is kind of man-made if you think about that. Our definitions, what time it is, it's all man-made. Of course, in our lifetime, we get to discover so many things, but there's oceans and oceans and oceans and oceans and oceans and oceans, galaxies and galaxies and galaxies and galaxies of mystery. When you realize that, it's just wow. Galaxies and galaxies and galaxies, probably universes and universes and universes of mysteries for us to explore and discover. And it's all a collective progress, a collective evolution and revolution. Yes. Right now we are in the age of Aquarius, and I just know there's going to be changes and shifts and amazing discoveries. And with you get to discover so many things with your own world, with your own universe that's within you. And each person gets to do that as well. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Wow. It's so beautiful. But wow. Like literally living in a mystery documentary. Being detective. When it comes to like spirituality and religion, it's just a comfort zone, like a homey zone for us to feel some sort of ground. Although we are on a floating rock, some sort of ground. This is why it's important for me to define success, define our identity, our character. There's free will for us to explore and discover in a vast, massive universe. But anyhow, that made me so excited, like talking about this. And there's obviously like so many mysteries to discover and uncover and remember and know. You know what? let's cheers with my invisible mug. Let's cheers to the mysteries of life, to discovery, exploration. Get to travel within ourselves and travel in the world. Isn't it interesting that you are a mystery, I am a mystery? Wow. Cheers. It's so exciting. Yes, there's uncertainty and certainty. But I'm gonna say bye for the video. Yes. Go ahead, like, comment your insights and opinions, and also, some fascinating things that you have discovered or not have. Also, share this with your friends, family, and lovers. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye, guys.